You want to start investing in the stock market while stocks are crashing and on the cheap? Have you created an emergency fund? What the hell is that, you ask? Let's find out. Welcome back to the Art of Finance, and in today's video I'll be discussing what benefits of having an emergency fund in place before you start investing. I know you're eager to start investing and researching the hot stocks to purchase that will make you a millionaire, or seeing stocks dropping like crazy due to the global pandemic and you got some spare cash to throw in. Well, let me just stop you there. There are plenty of books, videos and online resources that you can use to learn the ropes of the art of investing. In an upcoming video, I will discuss some of the best books that you could read as a beginner. The highlight of today's video is the importance of an emergency fund. Before you start investing, it is crucial to have an emergency fund. Let's define what it is. An emergency fund is a personal budget set aside as a financial safety net for future mishaps or unexpected expenses. Some examples of this are unforeseen medical expenses, home appliance repair replacements, major car fixes, and costly of all, unemployment. Why do you need an emergency fund? Emergency funds are vital to ensure that you are financially stable if an unexpected expense occurs, such as an expensive car repair to a leaky roof. We have all experienced this in one or another. It is such a hindrance to fork out the money immediately to deal with the unexpected expense, as it is now a priority. Otherwise, it can affect you tremendously. This delays your saving goals, such as a well-deserved holiday. Most importantly, this can affect your investments. If you don't put an emergency fund saved away, you would be required to sell off your large growing investments to pay off your expenses. This can be detrimental in a tight situation, where you need to access your hard-earned cash. One scenario being to sell your investment as the trading window isn't available for a lengthy period of time, such as the weekend. Therefore, having a dedicated emergency account that is easily accessible is quintessential. If the expense isn't major, you may be tempted to sell some of your stocks to cover the expense and pay back into it in a later date. This isn't optimal for your investment, as there are hidden costs to pay. Firstly, this isn't a habit that you don't want to encourage, as this will lead you to make the same mistake being made repeatedly. The hidden cost of this is when you are exiting your investment. 9 out of 10 times, there is an exiting fee that you must pay before receiving your money. To make things even worse, if your investment isn't held in a tax-deferred account, such as a ISA or a 401k, you would have to pay taxes on any capital gain. The money that is put back into your investment will go through the same process. More fees will occur, the cycle just goes on and on. This doesn't allow you to grow your investment efficiently and slows down the entire process. Any money that is invested should only be spare cash that you're willing to live without for a very long time. Now that you understand the importance of an emergency fund, how much do you need to save before investing? That depends on your financial situation. I'll be discussing what some young investors can do shortly. Generally speaking, you should save up to 6 months worth of your salary. I know, I can hear you screaming about how much you can't save that much money because you've got too many bills to pay. Should you even be investing if that's the case? Money management is essential when it comes to investing, as you need to be able to allocate enough money to invest while managing your upkeep. In the upcoming video, I will discuss how you could save more and spend less. So why 6 months, you ask? This will allow you to cover 3 to 4 months of your living expenses, such as your rent, mortgage, food and travel expenses. This allows you to have peace of mind knowing that you're covered for 3 to 4 months of your living expenses. This provides you with enough time to find another job if worse comes to worse. Another benefit is that you wouldn't need to sell off your investments, as your emergency fund will cover the cost of your day-to-day spending. You can slowly start to rebuild your emergency fund so you're covered in the future again. Sounds great, right? Knowing that your money is saved away for a rainy day. Here is the best way to set up your emergency fund. Create a separate saving account that is only used for your emergency fund. This can be easily opened online or giving your bank provider a call to set it up. This provides with the utmost clarity between your emergency fund and your living expenses. This also encourages you to work towards your emergency goal as the accounts are separate. Another reason for having a separate account is that you have 24 hours of free access to your emergency fund whenever you need it. Once you reach your emergency goal fund, there are ways you can maximize your funds. It's upsetting to see your money just sit there and not working for you. You can put your money you have saved away in a fixed rate cash ISA. This allows you to get interest on your money rather than it being sat in your account and losing to inflation. By law, you can access any fixed term ISA, but there is a penalty if you withdraw early, which isn't a problem, as mainly you want to get your emergency fund available when you need it. If there are no unexpected expenses, then your money will grow while still having a safety net. As touched upon earlier, if you are a young investor and still living with parents, you can start investing with less of an emergency fund in place. Most likely, your parents are still covering most of your expenses such as utility bills, rent, mortgage, food. Your living expenses are far lower compared to the individual investor living alone. Set a monthly goal. This will get you into the habit of saving regularly and will make the task less daunting. One way you can do this is by automatically transferring funds to your saving account each time you get paid. I can strongly recommend that at least having 3 months saved away as an emergency fund, and then creating a monthly direct debit of £75 going into that account. This allows you to start investing quicker, to work towards your future goals while being protected if any unexpected expense occurs. Assess and adjust contributions. Check in after a few months to see how much you've been saving and adjust if needed. This helps you to track performance and understand your spending habits. Now that you have understood what an emergency fund is, you can get started today. Open that account now and start working towards it. I hope this video has helped. Please leave a like, comment and subscribe to help grow the channel. It only takes a moment out of your day. This has been The Art of Finance. Peace.